to episode 48 of Desert Winds with me, your DM CosmicCandi. Got my players here with me, and we're ready to give you a rollicking good time. So last week, the party was in this vast chamber with a large door. And several large braziers as well as torches leading up to it. And they had taken a rest there for the evening. When they woke up, the wizard, who was the son of their former paladin, Thamior, was no longer with them. They came to find out that Thamior, over the course of the night, had actually been transformed into a Nothic, an aberration that seeks arcane knowledge. They fought and very quickly dispatched Thamior. And then, once they got the door open, they found that the servant of the succubus was nearby. He teleported in and taunted the party, and the party is now engaged in combat with him as we speak, and that is where we will pick up tonight's episode. All right. Oh.
And it was Luke's turn.
Yes.
I just closed myself out of Fantasy Grounds by accident, so I'm sorry. Hold on.
It's okay. If you tell me what you want to do, I can take care of it on your sheet for you and everything. That's the divine power that I have as being the DM.
So I think I just... Remind me what exactly we're fighting right now?
Right now it is a Cambion.
But it's the guy who is, like, trying to get away, right?
Correct.
I would like to cast Hunter's Mark.
I think you had already done that.
In that case, I've already done that, and I would just like to shoot him twice.
Okay, and I just got rid of the echo, guys. I don't know why that keeps getting turned on.
Do we have a map, or is this straight up Theater of the Mind?
Straight up Theater of the Mind.
Roughly how far away is everybody?
This room is 150 feet long, probably by about 80 feet wide.
Okay.
And the Cambion is all the way in the back of the room. Quirk was getting pretty close to him.
So we're Ven and Melina?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ven was right on him.
I know I was within 60 feet because I cast person. Okay.
Right.
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Okay, so you're going to make your 2 attacks. That first one is a miss. That is a natural 1. I need you to roll the... need you to roll another d20 for me again, Luke. Okay! Nothing bad happens to your bow or to your bowstring. But neither of your attacks hit.
Alright.
Next up is Ven.
I am going after that stone. Like, if he has it in his hand, I am going to grab it and pull it away from him.
You're gonna try.
I would like to note that the last thing that Quirk did at the end of last session was hit that hand with 4 bolts of um, magic missile, so he should be having trouble holding on.
You would think so.
So this would be athletics check.
Yeah, it's going to be grapple. So either athletics or acrobatics, whichever you prefer.
That was so close to a 20. You fucking dice.
And he has to make athletics, right?
I may for grapples. It's I make an athletics check. He makes athletics or acrobatics. His choice.
Okay, I always screw that up. That's the one constant. You have a hold of it, but you are not able to wrestle it out of his grasp yet.
Okay, so I still have my bonus action, with which
It is I'm going to say that it is a very tenuous hold, too.
I will cast spiritual
Okay.
weapon to stab him in the back.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack. Okay, the attack already hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
For 8 points of damage to his back.
Okay. Anything else?
That is my turn.
Alright, Quirk.
Alright, I would like to, I'm going to be doing Lightning Bolt. Now, do I have to, exclude Ven? Or can I get a line that doesn't include him?
You would have to exclude him.
Okay. So, I'll exclude him, but then stack the rest of my exclusions into trying to make it a more precise hit. Trying to hit the shoulder of the arm that is currently holding it.
That would be a disadvantage if you do that. That's a called shot. That's a called shot. I'm going to impose disadvantage.
Okay, but it's a save only. So how does that work?
I guess he'll get advantage on his saving roll then. Alright, what kind of save is it?
It's a dex save.
And the DC?
14.
Alright, he saves successfully.
Okay. Actually, I guess I still need to see if it went off anyways, right?
Correct. Oh, that's another thing. Ven, roll for your spiritual weapon. Yes, both spells go off.
Okay, so does he still take half damage on the
Yes,
save?
he still takes half.
Okay.
Alright. Striker.
Remind me again, was I close enough that well, was I closer than 80 feet?
I think you were firing your short bow.
Yeah,
if I recall correctly.
Okay. Okay. So, I am going to... If I shoot with a Thunderwave arrow, would that hit Ven too? Because what I want to do is position myself so that I can hit the Cambion in the chest and hopefully get him to push away.
I believe they're in a silent sphere, which would mean that you can't do Thunderwave.
That's correct.
I'm not casting it, I'm shooting an arrow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thunder damage can't be dealt to anyone inside of silence.
Right, because there's no sound for it to travel.
Well, so much for trying to help. I'm going to just shoot a regular arrow then. Okay, I rolled a 9.
Uh, 9 to attack.
Yeah.
That's going to miss.
Okay, now what do I do?
And then your spiritual weapon does not go off. That's a verbal component.
crap. Okay.
I just looked at it. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm staying outside the 20-foot sphere.
Okay, I have adjusted the hit points appropriately for the spiritual weapon. All right.
So, I have a question. If I were to
Okay.
go in there, I wouldn't be able to activate my weapon either, right? Because silence?
You could activate it before going in.
That's correct.
Yeah, but
You
it
could-
only
you-
lasts 1 round.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's not one of those permanent things. I only have 2 shots at it, and once I go in there, I won't have a shot at it. But that's okay. I'm just going to... How far away am I? If I move 50 feet, how close can I get?
You're going to be pretty well right on top of him.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna bonus action dash towards him and then pull out one short sword, or pull out the shiny short sword.
Saloon's short sword.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, that's it. End of my turn.
All right, Melina.
Will my 25 feet of movement get me within melee range?
No.
Okay.
Wait. You were right there next to him. Yes.
I'm gonna go on ahead and take whatever movement I need to get up into range, and then I'm gonna take my 2 swings with my rapier.
Okay. That's gonna hit. Go ahead and roll your next attack. Critical. Okay. All right. So Melina, you come charging in and you swipe at him with your flame rapier. And you see that you've done a significant amount of damage. And just as soon as you finish your attacks, the Cambion looks up at all of you just briefly, grins, and disappears.
Even with me holding on the stone?
Yes.
Am I
Then you disappear too.
Okay, can you whisper to me what I'm seeing?
Can I sense where he is with my hunter's mark?
Nope.
Okay.
And if you want an explanation for this, Ven, I can give it to you.
Oh no, I think I know what happened.
Now, the rest of you, as you are standing there, and as soon as this Cambion and Ven blink out of existence, the fire starts to grow again. Growing and growing. I had something different for this last week. I think I'm going to change it up this week. Because I'm a just and merciful DM.
Ben, where did you go? Gonna
I'm in
search
your
for Ben,
head.
like, I wish. Be in good company. Melina's just gonna start searching as soon as he disappears. Start looking for anywhere they may have teleported off to or something.
Okay, yeah, this will do nicely. That name in my notes? I did. I didn't. Alright, all of a sudden there is a large blast of fire. I need dexterity saving throws from everybody that was right around Ven and this Cambion.
So does that include outside the sphere of silence?
No, only people that were right next to the Cambion and Ven. So Melina, Striker was still a distance off. No, Striker did get right up close. And then Luke would be outside, Quirk would be outside.
22.
Just Melina and Striker. That is a save. Okay.
Also, uncanny dodge.
Also, is the silence
Uncanny
still active?
dodge will only work against a melee attack. This is not melee.
Oh, that's still 2 more levels. Okay, fine.
Is silence still active?
Silence is still active.
That's a combined 13 for Melina.
Okay, that's still not going to save. Alright. So Melina, you are going to take You are going to take 15 fire damage as when this thing spawns, it sends out a huge shockwave of fire. Striker, you made your save, so you are taking half of that. You're taking 8.
Did I go on ahead and do the math with my temporary hit points?
On your sheet, you should have. Yeah, you can. You would lose your temporary hit points first. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so this thing is swathed in fire. It has the head of a salamander, and it's got a similar body to a salamander, but it has 6 arms. It's got 2 scimitars in one set of arms. It's got 2 javelins in another set, and it's got 2 fire whips set in the third set. And as this thing comes to, it attacks. Oops. Melina and Striker, determine even or odd amongst yourselves.
Odd.
Okay.
That's fine because I was gonna say even.
All right. It was odd.
Okay.
Which means that Striker is going to be attacked.
Okay. And is this melee?
This is melee.
It's smack in the face melee, right?
This is smack in the face melee.
Excellent.
The only problem is this creature does not have the weapons that I want. Have. Okay. Alright, guys. Everything else is perfect about this creature, except for it doesn't have the weapons that it needs. Okay, that'll work. Okay. That's a natural 20 with its attack roll. That is going to do 10 slashing on the first attack. Halved because of uncanny dodge.
Okay. That's the crit?
That was the crit, yeah.
Okay.
This thing is attacking you with a scimitar, so it's not doing a whole lot of damage. I didn't add fire damage in there, but that's okay. I'm not going to worry about that right now. The next attack that it takes is a 17 to hit.
It hits.
Okay. Going to... that does 3 slashing and 6 fire.
Got it.
And that is the end of its turn. Then technically you are up.
Okay,
Are we
well,
skipping me?
Since I am not in an
Oh,
area that
sorry,
is...
Luke. Well, I'll get to you in just a second.
No problem.
Well, go with Luke first.
Okay. So, yeah, Luke, you see this big six-armed, almost salamander-looking thing appear. It is bathed in flame. And it just took a really nice swat at Stryker.
I would like. So, question on the Thunderwave arrows. Is that able to like exclude people from it like it is in the spell?
No.
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 Okay.
The only reason Quirk is able to do that is because he's an evocation specialist.
Right.
also, the silence is still up, so Thunderwave arrows won't Thunderwave.
Right.
Wait a second, wasn't it? Okay, it was centered on him. It doesn't go away when he goes away.
Nope, it's a 20-foot sphere. I think, if I'm remembering that right.
I'm looking it up now. Just a moment.
Well, in that
Pretty
case,
sure it's a 20-foot sphere.
I'm just gonna
Yeah, 20-foot sphere centered on a point you choose within range. Yeah. So.
I'm just gonna take 2 shots at him.
Okay. That first one does not hit. The second does not hit.
I guess that ends my turn.
Okay, are you moving in closer or anything? You can move your Hunter's Mark as a bonus action to this new creature if you'd like to, but you can no longer detect the Cambion anywhere around.
But theoretically, if the Cambion did return again, would the Hunter's Mark still be on him?
That's a really good question. Stand by.
Other than that, I might want to take a couple steps forward, but not too far.
It says until the spell ends, so it would last for an hour. So if he comes back within an hour, yes.
I am gonna hold it on him for now, then.
Okay. Alright, Ben.
Well, as I'm in an area that is no longer keeping me silenced, I will drop concentration on the silence spell and instead use my bonus action for spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Which I doubt that
go
hits.
ahead and roll your percentile as well. Yep. Okay, that goes off. But the spiritual weapon swing misses.
Okay, and the other thing that I am doing is going to use my only non-cantrip warlock spell. So let me go ahead and roll that percentile again.
That one goes off.
Witch
okay,
bolt to
and
his face.
that will actually hit. Wait a minute. Yeah, that will hit. Didn't think Witch Bolt did any damage when it was first cast, though.
Yep. On a hit, the target takes 1d12 lightning damage, and on each of your turns for the duration, you can use your action to deal 1d12 lightning damage to the target automatically. So I don't have to hit with it again. I just can continuously hit him for up to 12 damage.
Okay. And that's concentration, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Which means my silent spell goes away.
Right. Okay. So you hit him for 10. Alright, got it. Quirk.
Sorry, I was muted. So I'm firing a mouse acid arrow at it.
Okay.
Guessing that's not gonna hit, though.
Sorry. I was in chat here real quick. No, that is going to miss.
Okay.
Anything else for you?
Is melting. No, I think that's it.
Okay. Striker.
Okay, so I'm right up in that thing's face, right? Could
Yes,
I use...
and it is putting off a fire aura, which is going to be potentially bad if you're standing in it at the end of your turn.
Alright. So I'm going to... is there anybody nearby that would allow me to do sneak attack?
Melina's right nearby.
Okay, then I'm going to swing with my one short sword.
Okay.
Does a 17 hit?
17 is AC.
So that is 23 points of damage.
Okay.
I am going to use my bonus action to disengage
Okay.
and back up 25 feet.
Okay. Sounds good.
So while I'm moving, can I put the short sword away?
Yes.
Done. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Next up is, Melina.
I would have advantage on a melee attack, right?
For what purpose? How?
With Striker also attacking. Trying to remember
No.
if that's a house rule or not. Okay. That's
No.
a
I'm
house
no
rule.
longer in melee, so it wouldn't help
Oh,
me.
you backed up, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she disengaged. And the advantage on the attack, it's the rule that we were screwing up, or that I was screwing up, was if you have an ally within 5 feet of you as a rogue, you still get your
rogue
sneak
thing.
attack opportunity.
Cool.
Otherwise, you have to have advantage on the attack in order to get your sneak attack.
That makes sense. My brain's
that's
a
what
mess
we were
today.
screwing
I
up.
apologize.
No, it's all
Okay.
good. I've got it sorted now, though.
I see this new bow here. Just gonna look at it, feel the heat kind of radiating off of it, step up close. Say, as a bonus action, I'm gonna say the command word to shut down the blaze on my rapier.
Okay.
Because fire plus fire doesn't seem advantageous to me at all. And then just gonna stab him twice.
Okay.
See what happens.
That misses. And that one will hit.
Yay.
Okay.
Better than
Nice.
nothing.
It is better than nothing. Alright, so that was Melina. Meanwhile, in the Nine Hells, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, Ben.
I'm decent at those. Not decent enough, apparently.
Not decent enough. You are now charmed. And, you hear him, you see him grin and smile, and he looks at you and says,
Release the stone, friend. We have to take this where it belongs.
Whatever you say, sexy. And of
If
course,
such
I
a thing were
release...
possible, you almost see him blush. Alright, so that is his turn.
Your voice changer's still on.
"Oh, why was it in two? It shouldn't have been toggleable. Push button. There we go. Thank you." Okay, so yeah, voice meter has kind of screwed up some of my settings here lately, but okay, got it all sorted. Thank you. Alright, so that was the Cambion, and that will last for 24 hours.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, and the only time that you're going to get another save against it is if you take damage. Alright, Luke, you're up.
Around how close am I to Striker, would you say?
I'd probably say about 75 feet. I'm pretty sure that you've been attacking from max range with your bow.
Yeah.
Max
I have been.
short range, rather.
I would like...
I can, on my next turn, I can move 50 feet. Just for reference. Get a little closer, maybe.
Yeah, I would like to move, like, 25-ish feet towards
Okay.
Striker.
Okay.
And while I'm doing that, I'd like to take my 2 attacks.
Okay.
Oh, it's happening. I'm finally gonna make it happen.
I'm assuming
Also-
that hits.
Would just like to point out that silence is gone now, so thunder waves work.
Yes!
That's gonna hit.
Yes, do it, Luke!
So if I do want to use a Thunder Wave arrow, do I do the normal damage and add 3 to it?
Normally you would declare the Thunder Wave arrow first.
Then I won't do that.
You can use it on your next attack though,
Alright.
because you've got 2 attacks. So go ahead and just roll your standard damage.
Don't forget Claw Slayer.
Yep. I wasn't targeting him. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. So that's 7, 8 damage total. Got it. Oops, that went to the wrong target. So. Okay, got it. Now your next attack.
And there's nobody near it, right? So, like, I could Thunderwave arrow.
Melina is still near it.
I'll
Then
take it.
I won't Thunderwave arrow. I'll just do a regular one.
Natural 20. Very nice.
20.
That would have been stupid if you'd used a Thunderwave arrow. I'm just saying.
It would be stupid.
You don't get your Colossus Slayer damage this time around. You only get that once per round.
Right, I forgot, sorry.
Okay. You did have it actually targeted, so there. Okay. Alright, anything else, Luke?
No, I believe that's good for me.
Alright, Elandaril sees that Striker has now moved away, makes a whip attack against Melina. And
Bring it.
bad things happen when my party says bring it. That is an automatic failure. But it does swing again with the other whip. And that one will hit. Wait a minute. Why did it do... I don't know why it rolled that. Oh, I see what it did. Okay, so you take 11 slashing from the whip. And then you take 15 fire.
Ow.
And I'm trying to remember, because of your pact, were you fire resistant?
I wish I was.
Okie dokie.
He's smoldering. Tattoos are lit up, though.
Yes, they are. And you also take, because of the fire aura, another 9 fire damage. Alright, Quirk. That's a hit. I think you're muted again.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So which bolt level 2?
Which bolt level 2? Okay. That hit. This lightning bolt doesn't seem to be as effective as what you would think it should be. But it is definitely hitting and it is causing damage.
Okay.
Right.
I'm just gonna be whipping around him with this lightning bolt. So.
Okay. Striker.
For clarification, how far away is Luke from the target? From the thing?
I just saw what Scott said in chat. leave on the voice changer. What was your question, Striker? I'm sorry. How far?
It's how far is Luke? Because he's 50 feet away from me. How far is Luke from the guy we're hitting?
Luke, you moved your full movement, right?
Yes.
So you're still at about 40 feet away, 45 feet away.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash. So I have 50 feet, right? And he's 45 feet away. I would like to use the last 5 feet of movement to get on his back and, like, archery tower.
Okay.
I will pull out a Thunderwave arrow. And
Okay.
Ready the shot for Luke's turn.
You're waiting for Luke's turn?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next up then is Melina.
A bonus action to take a healing potion or a full action?
Bonus on yourself, full on somebody else.
That's what I thought. Okay, I'm going to go on ahead and quickly pop a healing potion. That's 2d4 plus 2. Whole 4 hit points. All right. And then I will back up 25 feet. I'm guessing that incurs an attack of opportunity.
Unless you disengage. If you disengage, which is your full action...
No, I'll just back up. I'll take it.
Okay.
I want to get away from this dude.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. He's not thinking straight right now. It wouldn't make sense to full disengage.
Hits you for 9.
Okay.
9 slashing, and then it hits you for 11 fire.
Okay, so that's 20 total.
Yes.
I'm down. Melina is down.
All right. So you drink your potion and start backpedaling just a few steps and then turn to bolt away, and as you do, you feel this searing fire and the slash of the sword strike right across your back, sending you tumbling to the ground, and then everything is black. Luke, top of the initiative.
I would like to take a few more steps forward, like say half my movement, and fire 2 rounds.
Okay.
I will take my shot in between Luke's shots.
Technically, Striker, you can't do that. Technically. Because the held action has to happen at the end of the initiative. I mean, you can still take it on your turn in the initiative.
I'm just trying to make it look cool. If it matters, I'll take it after shots.
You guys are pretty well acting on the same initiative, though. Whatever, it's flavor, cool. I'll allow it. The end of the initiative and the top of the initiative basically blend together, so sure. The first one is a miss. I need you to re-roll a 20 for me, Luke. Okay. Go ahead and roll your next attack. And that one's also a miss.
I rolled a 16.
16 is a miss.
Damn it. What happens to the Thunderwave arrow? Does it Thunderwave somewhere? Like, I just imagine the arrow hitting something and then...
It would in a 15-foot cube where it hit, and you guys are far enough away that 15-foot cube wouldn't actually hit this elemental.
Okay, so it's not anywhere near anything or anyone?
Correct.
Okay, good. Just checking.
And do you have a second attack, Striker?
I wish. I do not.
Okay. Alright. Being that this halfling is down, this elemental looks at you, Quirk. Looks at you, Quirk, as you're flying around it, and points with one of its swords, and you hear a word in Ignan. Trying to figure out how to cast this. Okay, sorry guys. For a split second, Quirk, you feel your wings just, they seize for a moment, and you feel yourself kind of dazed, but you manage to shake it off, and you beat your wings again. You're still flying around him. And it takes its movement towards Luke and Striker. Quirk, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to use Life and Death Stone on him.
Okay.
What about Melina?
It's not Melina's initiative just yet.
No, I mean... Never mind. What is Quirk doing?
He's using the Life and Death Life Stone against this elemental. Okay. Got that damage. Anything else?
Going to fly down to Melina. And yeah, don't actually have anything I can do for her at the moment, so...
Doesn't the stone heal? That's kind of the life part, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's heal self or deal damage to others, and only one of them per day.
Oh, it's heal self.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Okay.
Yeah, I figured heavy damage hit like that was probably more useful at the moment.
Alright, Striker, you're up.
I'm gonna hold the bow. Okay, how close did that thing get?
It is within 30 feet now.
I'm going to hold my bow in one hand and pull out the unicorn with my other hand.
Okay.
And I'm going to activate it.
By saying...
Really?
Yes, it's part of the spell activation.
It's so fluffy. I'm gonna die, and I'm probably gonna die. So whatever. It's how many d8?
Hold on.
It's
I think it's
right?
2d8. I think it's 2d8. Yeah, 2d8.
Lame. Okay. That is 7 damage. The save is 17 wisdom save.
Wisdom save, okay. And it does not make it. So it takes the full 8 damage as you shout, "It's so fluffy, I'm gonna die!" And a phantasmal unicorn comes charging out of the statue and slams right into this thing, horn directly into its chest. And you see this elemental shake its head, trying to shake off the effects, and it then screams in pain. Melina, I need a death saving throw from you, please. That is a failure. Next up is Luke.
I would like to shoot 2 arrows at it.
Get us out! Get us out! He's really close. I think he's gonna come and eat me because I hit him.
I mean, yeah, I was gonna add, like, as backing up, I would like to shoot arrows.
You can fire your 2 arrows and then move. That's not a problem.
Oh, I would like to do that then.
That's gonna hit. The second one just barely hits.
And then I would like to secure Striker and to run.
Okay. So you're able to get your 30 feet of movement away. This thing looks up at Quirk, flying around it again.
At this point, I've landed by Melina.
Okay. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, Quirk.
Does he have to roll a percentile on getting it off?
No.
Okay.
This is an innate ability. Alright, Quirk, you are now confused. Quirk.
Oh, I know how this goes. This is not gonna end well.
Alright, so at the start of your turn, you have to roll a d10 to determine your behavior for that turn. At the end of your turn, you can make a wisdom saving throw again. If you succeed, it ends.
Okay. All right.
And it is now your turn. And let me look up confusion because it didn't actually have the table there with it. Behavior 2. You don't move or take actions this turn.
Okay.
The end of your turn, you can try to break the spell.
All right.
Or break the effect, rather. And it is ended. You stand there for a moment looking down at Melina, and that's just enough to stir you back to consciousness. You like shake your head again, and you are now able to act again. Striker.
Okay, how far away are we? 60? We are roughly 60, right?
You are 30 feet from this thing now. Or no, you said
Luke moved us.
Luke moved you back. So yeah, you're back at 60 feet.
All right. Okay, what are my options? Okay, I'm going to use another Thunderwave arrow and see how it goes.
Okay.
Okay, that's 24 to hit.
Hits.
Is it arrow damage plus Thunderwave damage or Thunderwave damage instead
Yes.
of arrow damage?
It's both.
Okay,
And the save on the Thunder Wave should be a 14.
Okay, and is
so
it
that's 10.
Constitution saving throw, right?
Yes.
So it's 10 damage, 10 piercing damage from the arrow, plus...
Okay.
Oh, this is lame Thunderwave damage. Plus a DC 13 Constitution save. Is it 14. DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It
Thunderwave
did
damage.
make it save. So does it take half?
Yeah,
Yeah, so if it made it save, it takes half,
And it doesn't get pushed back.
Yeah.
Okay.
It takes three extra thunder damage. That's
Three was the halved total?
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled
Got
a
it.
6 on 2d8. It was lame. That is the end of my turn.
Alright, Melina. Please roll high. There we go. That is one save. Luke.
I am going to shoot him 2 more times and move away from him again afterwards.
Well,
just to point out, he is far enough away from anyone that you could Thunderwave arrow him.
See, in that case, I would like to Thunderwave arrow.
Okay.
So
don't suck at rolling.
No promises. Do I do the longbow roll and then the Thunderwave arrow roll?
Let me take a look at your sheet real quick to see how we've got things set up.
Alright.
Well, your Thunderwave arrows don't have damage set in there. Gonna be X proficiency. How much damage is it for the Thunderwave arrow?
2d8.
Yeah, 2d8.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, 2d8. There we go. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit weird. You're going to roll... Oh, no, here. This is what we'll do. We'll add in... Okay, now you should just be able to roll your Thunderwave attack, roll the damage for the Thunderwave, and then you're also going to roll your Colossus Slayer. Make sense? Just the damage for your Colossus Slayer.
Will do.
Unfortunately, that's a miss.
I'm going to try another Thunderwave arrow.
How many
not?
Thunderwave arrows do you have?
20.
Okay, and how many have you fired this time?
1.
Okay.
And Luke, I give you permission to roll a double-digit number.
I have been blessed. Thank you so much.
It's a double-digit number, but it's still a miss.
I said roll a double-digit number, not add into.
Not combined total.
Akiva, you have failed me.
No, I think you just misinterpreted the blessing. That's all.
All right. So since Akiva's failed, Luke, let me have your dice.
I give you my dice.
RN Jesus, forgive these dice, for they have sinned against our brother Luke. May all your hits be crits. May you roll higher than a 10 in your future endeavors. In RN Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Okay. That's been... That's been... Alright, it moves 40 feet towards you, Luke and Stryker. Sorry guys, I've got 3 different monster spells or character sheets up here. Because I've combined 3 different monsters. And it swirls out and cracks its whips, but it's still out of range with the whips, and that is the end of its turn. Quirk.
I would like to search Melina's body for potions.
There is one in her cloak.
Alright. Do I have enough actions in the turn to grab it and feed it, or no?
It is a full action to grab and feed.
Okay. So then, so can I do that? Or is the search an action on its own?
It's fine. I'm counting the search as part of the action.
Okay. So then I feed her a potion. And will... Can I then lift her up and start flying, or no?
Stand by just a second here. I just had something come to mind. Akiva, let me know if you got that, please.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Okay, so what was your question, Quirk? Do you have enough to feed her the potion and then do what?
And then grab hold of her and fly.
You would be able to fly half movement.
Okay. So
I'll take the grapple as half of your movement.
Okay. So then feed her the potion and then fly her 25 feet up.
Okay, sounds good. All right. Next up is Striker.
Here we go, slowly but surely. Okay, I'm down to 16 Thunderwave arrows. Let's do this. Only 20 to hit.
20 will hit.
Okay, this is good. Because apparently math is hard. Okay, so that is 9 piercing and 13 thunder damage, DC 13 con save. Or 14, sorry.
Okay, so 9 piercing, you said?
Yeah.
And how much thunder?
13, but halved if you pass a DC 14.
Okay, right.
con save.
Stand by. It does pass the save. So 13 is going to be...
7?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. So that's 16 points total. Boom.
Got it.
Striker
All right. Yeah, I got the halved damage. Melina.
Coming to, I'll open my eyes and just first, Ven? Where's Ven? And I'm gonna look up and realize I'm in the air. Okay.
You very much are up in the air.
It's not dead yet.
I've got you, don't worry.
Okay, where is it? Is it within 120 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay, on the Eldritch Blast, do I need to roll the percentile for each beam? Because I get 2 beams, or do I just do 1 for both?
Roll it for each.
Okay. So here's my first beam. It will be a repelling blast to attempt to knock it further away from Striker and Luke.
Okay, that will hit if it goes off. So
And it's
slash
slash-
die 1d100.
Keep wanting to put slash roll, and it doesn't work that well.
Okay, that goes off.
Okay. Damage, haha. I gotta remember how to do this all over again. And
Okay.
it'll be knocked back 10 feet.
Okay.
That one goes wide.
Right. Go ahead and roll your percentile just to make sure. Yep, that one goes wide. Quirk swings you in the air and you try to adjust in time, but you're not able to, and the beam hits on the ground beside it. But you did hit it with 1. And this thing is starting to stagger a little bit now. Luke.
Drop it. Drop it.
Okay, so
Not me. Do not drop me.
I do have
You gotta be specific there.
I do have a question on how to cast spells from the list.
Okay.
How do you do that?
So you want to have your display, your mode in standard and your display in actions. And then there'll be a series of icons lined up beside each of your spells. And generally you want the dice, which is the cast, and then damage will be separate and things like that.
Okay, what if you wanted to do it at a higher level?
You have to calculate that manually.
Yeah, I can show you later how to set it up so that all your other levels are there and ready to hit. But yeah.
Okay. Well,
I would be curious to see that too, Quirk. Because right now that's kind of a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I've got all of mine set up that way if you ever want to look at my sheet.
Okay.
I would like to cast Hail of Thorns at 2nd level.
Oh, snap. That means you have to roll the D100 too. Boo.
Okay.
So slash dice?
Slash
die. Okay, so it looks like it got cast twice. The first time, which is the one that I will take, was a success on the save. But yeah, then do slash die 1d100. Whoops, it rolled for me as well. Alright, that does go off.
And now I do longbow damage?
Okay, so Hail of Thorns, what happens if it makes the save? Is it half damage?
It takes half as much damage.
Okay, perfect. Alright, so now on Hail of Thorns, you see the blood drop?
Yes.
Click the blood drop. That's your Hail of Thorns damage. And now you can do your
Because I did it at 2nd level though, do I roll the damage again because it's 2d10 instead of 1?
yes. Okay, now here's the other thing. You need to hit with this attack roll in order for any of this damage to go through.
Right.
I think. No, you don't.
I don't.
Because it hits within 5 feet, I think. Next time you hit a creature with a ranged weapon attack. So yes, you need
So
to
I
hit
do
with
have
this.
to hit. Okay. Let's hope that little cleansing actually worked.
Apparently not.
No, technically it's still charged on the weapon.
It is.
Right?
It is still
So,
charged. It
if
happens for a minute.
So if I do manage to hit with my next attack, it will go through.
It will still go off. Correct.
Awesome.
Yeah, and that's going to hit. Okay, so roll your arrow damage, Colossus Slayer, all that fun stuff. All right. It is still standing. Luke, is there anything else you're doing at the end of your turn?
Is it still advancing on me and Striker?
Yes.
I would like to take my movement to go away from it.
Okay. All right. So you had pushed it back to feet. This thing is getting like 10 feet closer to you each round, basically.
That's not too bad, because my first range increment is 80, so we don't want to get too far away.
No, in that case, I don't want to get too far away, but like
it's still though within striking distance of you.
Okay.
With as fast as this thing is moving, you can tell that it's gaining on you a little bit each turn. Each time it attacks, each time you attack it, it's advancing a little bit. So it swings out with one of its whips at you, Luke. Is that a D12? Can't tell. Yeah, that was a D12 that I just rolled. Alright. That is a modified 20 to hit with the whip.
Yeah,
And it hits you for 6 slashing damage. And then it hits you for 15 fire damage. And I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Wow, how much damage did you take?
You feel this thing try to tug you off of your feet. It did 21, Striker.
Wow.
You feel this thing try to pull you off of your feet, Luke, and you manage to resist that pull, but just barely.
It's okay. My die just took a long time to realize that they were blessed.
They're waiting for the right situation, like Vox Machina. It slashes towards you, Striker, with the other whip.
Would this be? Oh, I can't. Can I call Uncanny Dodge?
Not in this particular situation, but that's okay, because as this thing swings forward with the whip, you see it get thrown out of its hand, and you see it almost act as if it's trying to reach and will the whip back into its hand, and it howls in frustration.
Wow, that's a thing that just happened.
Yay for natural ones.
Fumble tables for the win.
Yep, a natural 1 followed by an 8 to save it. So yeah, there's a flaming whip flying towards you. You guys are able to duck out of the way of it as it comes towards you. Quirk, you're up.
All right. So I'm going to fly with Melina out over this thing, and while I'm going over it, I'm going to say to it in Primordial, "Hey, I have an offering for you." I'm going to toss it a Thunderwave grenade.
Okay.
Of course, activating it first. And I'm going to toss it nicely so it can catch it.
All right, go ahead and make your strength roll for the throw. And add your proficiency to that as well.
Okay, so that's +3, so 16.
All right, it's not going to hit exactly where you want it to, but Thunderwave being that it's a 15-foot cube, you're going to be close enough.
Okay, so that'll go off next turn then.
Okay. Striker, you're up.
I am going to use my 4th Thunderwave arrow of the combat. I'm down to 15 now, and I'm going to shoot him again.
Okay.
$23 to hit.
That'll hit.
That is 10 piercing damage plus an additional 10 thunder damage. Con save time.
Okay, so 10 piercing. Okay, and con save. DC 14 on the con save.
Yeah.
Okay, it fails.
So that's
How much damage?
10.
10. All right. This thing howls as the thunder wave goes off, and you almost see it kind of hold what should be ears on the side of its head, even though it doesn't look like it should have any. But then you see it throw down 2 of its arms, and it howls again at you, staring both you and Luke down. Striker. Melina.
Alright, I'm getting the impression he's not too pleased with us, so another repelling blast, trying to knock it backward again.
Okay, go ahead.
11 will not hit, I'm assuming.
It will not. And also
You
go
want
ahead and roll
the-
your
yeah.
percentile real quick, just to see if it even goes off. Okay. 41 plus
Wow.
116. What the hell kind of magic are you trying to pull over here?
I screwed up. I was trying to do it from a macro, and the macro did not work. Okay. Try that again.
Okay, that
Is
one's also
apparently
going to
just
miss.
Badly firing.
Yeah, and that one doesn't even go off.
It's the jet lag setting in here.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that macro, because you've got 1d100 plus 58 in there twice.
It added it as a modifier.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
Okay, so none of your Eldritch Blasts go off. Are you doing anything else?
No, can't really do anything else, so I'm gonna just kind of look up at Quirk, and we have to end this. We have to end this.
I've already got it handled.
Alright, Luke, let's see, when does that grenade go off? On your initiative, Quirk?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Luke.
Do I know that there's a grenade there?
You probably saw Quirk throw it, yeah. And you heard him yell, "I have an offering for you."
Would it be possible to set the bomb off?
We don't know that's what he yelled.
Oh, yeah. He yelled at an Ignin. Sorry.
Yeah.
So no, you don't know that's what he yelled, but you did hear him yell something at this thing.
And we saw him throw the grenade.
And you saw him throw the grenade.
Would it be possible to set off the grenade by hitting it with an arrow, possibly? Like through concussive force?
You don't feel that that's probably in your best interests.
I would like to hold my turn until after the grenade goes off.
Okay. I need you to make another strength saving throw for me, please. This time you fail it. And you feel this elemental pull hard on the remaining whip, and you are now knocked prone.
And I'm assuming Striker follows me.
No damage?
Yes. No damage. You are just knocked prone.
And how close is he now?
Give me a second, guys. Oops, wrong one. With this, it has now closed to within 20 feet of you. And it cannot do anything else for the rest of this turn.
Okay.
Except move closer to you. Alright. So, let's see. Combat tracker, pull that back up. Kind of important. Quirk.
I would like to simultaneously cast Thunderwave as the Thunderwave grenade goes off, catching him from both sides.
Okay.
And would this happen to cause the stun effect that we decided it would underwater?
Potentially.
Okay.
There's a reason I'm saying that. Alright, so, Constitution saving throw from this thing. Your Thunderwave does not go off.
Okay. Does
but
the
the
grenade still go
Thunderwave
off?
grenade goes off. It does make the save. So go ahead and roll damage on the Thunderwave grenade.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, I've got the damage there. Striker. Anything else on your turn, Quirk? I'm sorry.
Just continuing to fly Melina and I toward the exit.
Okay. You guys are probably getting pretty close at this point. Okay, Striker.
Now, the thing is 20 feet away from us, and Luke is on his ass?
You are both on your asses.
Yeah, but he... Okay. So... I'll use my bonus action to... Wait, because his whip is so huge, is that within, like, threatening range? Do I have to disengage as well?
It is wrapped around Luke's ankle.
So he
But
can't do anything.
it is within threat range.
But he can't do anything with it.
No.
Okay. This is probably gonna be stupid, but I'm gonna do it anyway? Okay. Okay.
Those are the best plans most of the time.
And what does this whip look like?
Standard whip, except it's on fire. Large sized.
Oh, it's fucking flaming whip. Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to dash. And then I will use half of that movement to get up. No! Wait. How does that work? If I use half of my movement to get up, my 25 feet regular movement, how much movement do I have? Do I have 3 squares or 2?
I think we figured out that it was 3.
I will back away 15 feet, which would make me 25 feet away from the... No, 35 feet away. Correct?
Correct.
Okay, no, I will move 10 feet, so I'm 30 feet away, and then I'm going to throw a regular mundane dagger at the whip to try to release Luke's ankle so he can get up on his next turn.
Okay.
17 to hit, or no, 19 to hit.
That just hits.
7 points of damage to the whip.
It does not release.
Okay.
Alright, Melina.
I held my turn. Can I take it before Melina goes?
You can?
I would like to just deal with the fact that I'm prone and shoot lying on my back, basically.
Those attacks would be at disadvantage.
But I'm still gonna do it.
What?
But I'm still gonna do that.
Okay. You can stand up for half movement.
I didn't think I could because it was around my ankles.
Yeah, you can still stand up. It just pulled you off your feet.
Oh, then I would like to stand up for half my movement.
Oh, I thought it was tied around his ankles.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought
No,
so
I mean,
too.
we're talking Indiana Jones, whip the thing, it wraps.
I would have
pull.
done something entirely different on my turn. Not that it matters. Look over here. I'm literally 10 feet away from you, man.
So I stand up and I take my shot.
Are they safely clear of Thunderwave range?
They are. It's like a 5-foot gap, so it's not much, but they do have enough clearance.
Is there anybody in the way that would get caught in Thunderwave arrow if I used one?
No.
Then I would like to use one of those.
You shouldn't be at disadvantage now that you stood up.
I turned off
I saw
the
a 17
disadvantage.
on one of the dice. We'll take the 17. What's your modifier? 22. That'll hit. How do you want to do this?
I would like to. How PG are we tonight?
I like to try and keep it PG-13.
Alright. Take that, you rotten bastard, and then I just fire it straight into his crotch area.
Okay. You're having trouble making out a crotches. This is primarily a naga, almost. Mostly snake from the top.
Assumed crotch area.
Okay. That's fair. I'll give you that. And you let loose with your Thunderwave arrow, and gonna do this just for grins. It would have made the save. But even with that save, it still goes down. And you see this thing just like fall limp and lifeless before you.
How far is Melina from me?
It's a good question, Quirk. How far away are you from them?
So, I went up the 25 feet and stayed at that height, but I've been moving 25 feet a turn. So.
Like, would you be in throwing distance, like if I threw her a potion of healing?
I would think I'd basically be above you 25 feet. So, if you can throw 25 feet.
Can I throw 25 feet?
I should be able to. I mean, that's
Then,
not even baseball range here, you know?
yeah. Alright.
Yeah, I think Dagger's minimum range is 30, so.
Right.
So I say, hey Melina, catch! And I throw her a regular potion of healing.
Dexterity saving throw, please, Melina.
Okay. Not the best saving throw, and she's heavily wounded. Aha,
That's a halfling.
Yes.
That's a little bit better. Yeah, you managed to catch it.
Not pretty, but it works.
You bobble it a few times, and you finally manage to catch it and haul it in.
Yeah. Are we still in initiative?
No, we are out of initiative at this point.
I'm chugging it. Thank you. Has anybody seen Ven?
Not since he disappeared.
Don't know where he went.
What does the fire currently look like? Has it changed at all?
The elemental?
No, the portal, the fire sphere thing.
As soon as the elemental appeared, this portal disappeared.
Okay, crap.
The fire elemental is now ash. Its weapons are still there, but they're too large for any of you to use.
Put me down, Quirk. Please put me down.
Okay.
Thank
Flies
you.
down and puts it in. Quirk is going to activate Detect Magic.
Okay. It goes off.
Okay.
And I need to look up that School of Magic. That's one thing that I really need to learn better is School of Magic. They all confuse me. I don't know why they confuse me. Oh, actually, you know what? It'd be easier just to look it up here. You get a faint trace of conjuration magic.
Okay. Where's that at?
Where the Cambion was. Where the Cambion and Ven were. So if you start... It's not immediately apparent. If you start moving around throughout the... throughout this room here, then you'll find it.
Can I do Arcana with that information to figure out what spell was used?
Yes. Plane shift.
Guys, they used a plane shift spell.
No. No.
So what are we going to do about it? Because I certainly don't have any ideas.
Quirk is then going to go and take a look at the weapons that were dropped by the elemental to see if they have any magic properties.
What we need to do is get out of here and find someone who can help us.
Looking at the weapons, you just see a basic fire enchantment on them. But again, these weapons are too large for you to wield.
Well, these are magic-y stuffs. Wouldn't mind studying them, but they're too big.
Quirk,
Yeah?
I don't think any of us can carry that.
No.
These things are easily 3 times your size, Striker. And
I don't
Marina.
think any of us can carry that.
I know.
But we have more immediate concerns. What do you know about the plane shift spell?
So the plane shift spell, allows you to travel to another plane of existence.
That's great. Would you know how to use it?
No, it's too high level for me. But we might be able to find some other ones. So the first time I saw this Cambion, I identified what it was, right? Am I...
I'm not... go ahead.
So I believe in that very first game where I saw them fighting him, I actually identified what he was.
Yes.
Okay. So does that mean that I also know what plane he comes from?
It's a pretty safe bet.
Okay. So I'm guessing that he probably went to the Nine Hells.
Well,
Taking the stone back to his master.
Now, we do have broken fragments of a previous gate spell to the Nine Hells.
that's great. What the heck are we gonna do with that?
We might be able to try to reconstruct it and go to the Nine Hells through that.
Wouldn't we need someone to cast the spell?
Well, what I mean is that it was embedded in an object. So that enchantment might not have actually been broken when we broke the object, it might have just been damaged, and I might be able to repair it, even though I don't think I could cast it.
We need to get the hell out of here. It's dangerous here, and we need to find someone who can cast high enough level magic to get us there.
So,
You really want to try to repair this thing? Who knows what else might come here to attack us?
well, no, we don't have it with us. It's back in,
Are you talking about the stupid mirror thing?
yeah, it went to the Nine Hells.
An out of character note, DM, was that perhaps supposed to be canon back Valentine's Day last year or last
That was
Valentine's
canon.
Day?
That was
What?
canon.
It was?
It was canon. It was just a one-shot.
Do I? But it's part of this canon. Where was that place again? I don't remember. The player doesn't remember.
That was actually in Almraven,
Okay.
if I'm remembering correctly. That was in Almraven near the Spider Swamp,
Okay.
where you
So you
guys
mean that place
rescued
in
Luke, or where
Almraven
you
that-
met Luke initially, and where you rescued Leonis.
You mean that place in Almraven, the room that no one would rent out, and I locked Ariadne and Adran in it.
Yeah,
That's the one.
I mean, it's a long shot, but I think it's more likely that I'd be able to do that than that I'd be able to learn how to cast a spell that high level in any time that would
No,
make
but
any
I mean,
difference.
my idea was we could go and find someone who could cast it. You know, do that
Okay.
thing you do and make friends.
Almraven is a long way away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're looking at least a month. Well, no, that was before Tillery figured out her ship could fly. You're still looking at the better part of like 2 weeks.
Well, if we can find someone who will cast it for us, we should definitely do that.
Let's go back to Neverwinter.
We should search this area first.
Melina?
For what? For what exactly? If they went plane shifting, they're not going to be here.
There might be more information here.
We should definitely try to get all the information we can. And Melina, maybe your contacts would be of more use in this?
I'll try.
Okay,
Too low.
hold on.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, so I have to take care of some stuff with Ven real quick here. So, quick break, everybody, while I deal with this stuff with Ven. Ven is getting DM whispers. but I'm not sticking my tongue in his ear.
Aw, that's the fun part.
I know, bad DM. Bad! Okay. Ven, I need you to make your attack roll, please. And then roll your percentile. Okay, that goes off.
I don't know if it hit because I'm doing this all in the tower.
That's fine. I'm taking care of it. Yeah, I saw you taking care of it in the tower, and I appreciate that. All right. So. Yes, it does actually hit. But it from your vantage point, as you cast your Eldritch Blast, she is able to maneuver out of the way so that it's basically a glancing blow against her. And I guess, you know what? Let's bring this into the forefront.
Okay.
So, you are standing before this throne room, and there is a very beautiful succubus sitting on the throne room. She is actually wearing a small circlet of ebony stone around her head. Otherwise dressed as she appears there. And when you hit her with the Eldritch Blast, she looks at you, and a grin crosses her face.
Now. Manners, dear.
Manners dictate you die, demon bitch. And if there's enough time, I'll do another one.
There's not enough time. She stands and walks towards you, putting a finger underneath your chin, and hold on, I have to. She puts the finger underneath your chin, and she looks at you and says,
I'm sure that there's some way we can see eye to eye. On this, isn't there?
And I need you to make another wisdom saving throw for me, please. You are now charmed again. Both by the Cambion and this succubus.
So yeah, in his own head, Ven is screaming, but out of his mouth goes, "What is thy bidding, my master?"
I would like to know everything that you know about these stones. Do you carry one?
There's like an involuntary twitch in Ven's jaw, but he pulls out the water stone.
Ah, very good.
As far as we are aware, there are 5 of them. If these stones are not returned where they belong, all of reality will end.
That is most unfortunate indeed. But I think we still have time left. And she
plucks the water life stone from your hand, opens up her other hand to the Cambion to take the fire life stone, and she sets them down on either side of her throne. And as she takes the stones from you, she leans in real close and gives you a kiss.
Well then.
And you take 20 psychic damage. Actually, sorry, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
I don't know why I'm still rolling in the tower, but
That's fine. That's fine. So as she kisses you, you feel some part of the undying light kind of fill your mind with a bright white light, and you feel like this has shielded you somewhat from her kiss. But even as the undying light has shielded you a little bit from her kiss, it still is excruciatingly painful. Your maximum hit points are reduced by 10.
$69.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Yee.
Yee. Now kiss. So your hit points are reduced by 10. Max hit points are reduced by 10 from this, and this is excruciatingly painful.
Do I take any actual damage?
No, it is just the psychic damage. Hold on. You can make another wisdom saving throw.
I'll keep doing it in the tower.
As soon as the kiss is broken, you feel your... give me one more. Actually, give me one more. All right. You are still under the Cambion's charm, but you have broken free from hers.
And she's touching me?
She has broken the kiss, and she took a 5-foot step back.
I reach out as if, I'm going to lovingly embrace her. Slide my hand down her shoulder. Bam! Inflict wounds. I need the D100 for that real quick.
Storytelling dice.
If this goes off, and it does not,
God damn it!
I'm going to drag these results into the window.
Has the breaches in magic gotten all the way through to the outer planes?
They have.
Okay.
So that was a natural 20 on your inflict wounds, Akiva. But it does not go off.
So you pet her nicely.
You pet
Pretty
her
much.
very nicely. And you grab her shoulder, expecting something to happen, and she cocks her head at you.
Kiss her again!
He gropes a bit.
There's no need for aggression, dear. We're all friends here. Take him away.
And with that, the Cambion looks at you, Ven, and says, "Come, now." Oh, sorry.
Come, now.
And he leads you towards a prison cell.
As we're walking away, I assume that there's, at least 6 seconds passes before we actually leave the room.
Yep.
Good. As we're leaving, I'm going to toss one more Eldritch Blast over my shoulder at her.
All right. And your spell chance.
Fuck you, dice. Fuck you.
You reach back over your shoulder to cast Eldritch Blast at her, and your hands just seize. Like, the energy should be flowing, and it's not.
So they seize, and instead of casting the Eldritch Blast, I just give her the bird.
You follow the Cambion through winding halls of obsidian, and you can feel the heat here. It is even hotter than being near that caldera of that volcano.
So I actually am uncomfortable.
You are uncomfortable, yes. And very shortly, you are taken to the prison cell. The Cambion removes all of your belongings with the exceptions of like your vestments and like basic traveling clothes. And he sets them outside the cell, then grins and turns to you.
Welcome home.
And he shuts the door. And with that, he picks up your belongings, and he walks off whistling a very happy little tune. but it sounds demonic. But it's very happy.
At which point, Ven says under his breath, I don't know what she's so happy about. I'll be out of here by dawn. If there is a dawn here. Damn.
All right. Back to the party at large. What are you guys doing? Yes, he whistles a very happy death metal tune. Yeah, I can't death metal scream, but yeah, that's okay.
For a demon, he's whistling Enter the Sandman. Or, yeah. Enter the Sandman by Metallica.
Oh, no, I know what he is.
My love for you is raging full berserker. My love for you, it will not die, berserker.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Alright, so Quirk is going to be like, well, we're also going to have trouble getting back out of here, as they're going to want their stone. I think we have to at least haul these weapons back to them so that we can give them some museum pieces instead.
Melina's not even going to hear that. She's just going to kind of briefly tend her wounds and sit down and just start attempting to commune with her patron.
And while she does that, Quirk will begin a 10-minute ritual to create a Tensor's floating disk.
Oops. Stand by, Melina. I had typed you a thing and then I screwed up the typing of the thing, so...
Oh no, that's all right. I'm just enjoying this mental image. She's nearly in tears, kind of panicking and just trying to sound like she has her stuff together.
There we go. I think that should have come through properly now. Did that come through as your patron?
No, but I know it is.
Weird. I wonder why it doesn't come through as your patron. Interesting. Okay, what's the rest of the party doing? Quirk, I heard you grabbed the weapons to give the salamanders proof.
Yeah, and I'm going to be stacking them on the Tensor's floating disk once I got it fast.
What's the weight capacity for tensors?
500 pounds.
Okay. You are barely within that.
Okay.
Is there, like, anything in the room that could be taken as, like, a trinket, or is it just, like, entirely barren?
There is a very Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom aesthetic here. So all of the stuff is very creepy, very spoopy.
Is it too spoopy?
It's 5
Roll me a
spoopy.
wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
It's right at the edge of what you would consider too spoopy. Or you could go either way with it.
It is not too spooky. It just thoroughly creeps me out.
Yeah. It got all of the hairs on the back of your neck standing up. You get the chills down your spine. You do the shiver thing. You know, yeah, you're right at the very edge of what you would consider too spoopy.
Could... I don't even know what to do. Strikers know anything about this kind of crap. I do a perception check for an exit. Like, how do we get out?
Okay. Go ahead and roll your... With advantage because of your street urchin.
Wow, that one's new. I'll take it. Uh, 25.
You know that you could go back the way you came, then just closed the doors behind you.
But you said before that he pushed them, and there's no doorknobs or anything to pull them?
Right.
Okay. Do I see anything else around the room, looking around, like anything unusual, out of the ordinary, or is this place just on fire?
It's not necessarily on fire. All of the fire was gathered into the portal to create the elemental. You said that was a 20 what perception?
Oh, 24, sorry. It's 15 plus 9. Apparently I can't math. It's 24, not 25.
Okay. So with a 24, looking around the room, you find another secret passage that, with your sense of direction, you feel like will lead you back towards where you need to go.
As in, like, I feel like this is another exit?
Yes.
Like a secret exit? Backdoor
Yes.
exit?
Yep.
How big is it?
It is rather large. It can fit 2 salamanders side by side.
Wow,
So probably
impressive.
a 20 foot wide doorway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. But there's no other doors to, like, a secret passage that's not an exit. It's just, like, there's no other chambers, no possible other places to check out, get more information.
Information regarding what?
Well, no, just, like, information regarding, like, the Cambion and why he was hanging out here. Like, what was he doing?
No. No, there's none of that here.
Like, he didn't set up a he didn't set up shop in some other room to try to get,
Nope.
I don't know. Okay.
Nope.
So there's
None of that here.
I don't notice any of that. Okay. So we probably just bamfed in and out. Hazard. Stupid plane shift spell. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Luke, are you doing anything else right now? Quirk, are you doing anything?
Have I finished my ritual?
You were casting tensors as your ritual.
Yeah.
Since we're not in initiative, and for the sake of time, I will say yes. You have finished it while Melina is talking with her patron.
Okay. Then load everything onto it and come over to Striker and Luke. Alright, well, I think this should do as a trade.
What are you talking about, Quirk?
Well, so in the first room, I negotiated with the priests that run this place that we would give them something in trade for the stone. That was before Ben went and attacked him. But I think we still need to give them something. So I'm going to give them these, and if they question it, I'm going to remind them that I just killed their god. So they might want to back off.
Okay, sure, if you want to use that tactic.
Can I get a quote 1 in chat, please? Quote 1.
So we could go back the way we came from, or I found an alternate exit.
Oh, there's another way out?
Yes. I looked really, really, really super hard and rolled a 24 to find this exit.
That's cool.
You're not sure what this rolling a 24 is, Quirk.
That wasn't supposed to be out loud. That was more like a under my breath joking thing. Anyway, I looked really, really hard to find this exit, but there is another exit. You don't have to go back the way we came from. If you want to go and talk to those priests, look on the bright side. Ven isn't here to ruin your talking.
Yeah, I mean, I did make a deal with them, and it's totally under the Phoenix Accord. At the same time, it's payment when I have the stone, and I don't have the stone.
So we're not going that way.
Well, if the guy
not a
came
good
in
idea.
with us, they might think that he's part of the group.
So what you're basically saying is we need Ven back before you can talk to those guys again.
Well, not necessarily. I could go and give them a show of good faith.
Okay, can I ask in your infinite wisdom, on a scale of 1 to 10, how likely do you think it is that they'll take your sign of good faith?
Well, so I should probably at least have backup. Mostly, I think that they're not going to take it at first, and I'm going to have to intimidate them into submission.
You're going to do what?
Well, We did just kill their god, and I'm bringing them his weapons as proof, and I'm going to tell them that they can have the weapons so that they can give them to him when they summon him again.
Okay, never mind that.
He's an elemental, so killing him here should just banish him back to his own plane.
Is it wise to tell somebody that you just killed their god, though?
Well,
Ray, when somebody
so-
asks if you killed their god, you say yes.
So
Had
the
to.
thing is that they're from the plane of fire, right? And people from the plane of fire have a tendency to,
not be really dead, or not really be dead?
well, no, to respect a good, strong show of force. And the fact that,
Yeah.
I'll basically say, like, look, it was easy. He just annoyed us and got in the way, so I sent him back to his own plane. Maybe you should consider worshipping the phoenix instead.
Okay. Anyway, one more question. On a scale of 1 to dead, how likely are they going to kill you after you tell them you killed their god?
I don't know. I think it's a much better idea to worship the phoenix.
Okay.
I'm just giving them very helpful advice.
I'm literally the only non-crazy person left. Wait, no, Luke's still here. I guess I'm not the only.
Rude.
No. Person left.
Why you gotta be so rude?
Well, I mean, this is the thing.
Can't you see I'm halfling too?
I gave them my word that I would give them something in trade, so I have to go and do something because it's magically
If they're
binding.
looking for the stone and you don't deliver them, you don't deliver it, what's going to stop them from biting your head off?
I told them that I would find the stone and I would assess its value, and then I would come up with a reasonable trade. And the fact that I now have all of the weapons and gear that their god has and likes to
You
use,
still have no
and they can.
stone.
Right.
Okay.
But we don't have
in
to tell
any
them
case,
that.
What if we take the secondary exit, go around these guys, and find someone, make some friends who can plane shift or get us where we need to go make friends in Neverwinter that can help us do that, and then we can get the stone, and then you can do what you said you were going to do.
Well, we could delay it, I guess, but eventually I have to because I made a pact and it's magically binding.
I'm not saying don't. I would never dream of you breaking your magically binding contract. I'm just saying part of the contract is that you have the stone so you can assess its value. And the stone is not here. We need to get the stone in order for you to follow through with your agreement.
Yeah, I can see that. I did say that I wouldn't leave, though.
Like, you wouldn't leave the volcano?
Yeah, that I would come back here with it without leaving.
What the hell, man? We are so screwed.
Will they
we need to leave. We need to get to the Nine Hells and get it back.
Will they be angry if we don't have the stone? Or would they... I don't know. I don't know how you do this stuff.
I imagine that the way that
you
they'll
really
take
think-
it is that they let us have our free passage, and it's not up to them whether we have the stone or not.
Do you want to explain the situation to them and see what happens? Like, hey, there's some asshole that took it and
So the
plane
thing
kicked it
is,
out of here.
that would be showing weakness on our part, and that's usually not good with the plane of fire. If
I'm not
we...
talking about weakness, I'm talking about the truth, because we don't have the stone. What do you want to do?
Right, but we're not going to keep these weapons, right?
No, they're too big for us, but that's not the point. If you've given them your word,
Right.
we need to
So,
come up with the stone.
no, if I go and I give them the trade and basically say, hey, this is what the stone is worth, all of the weapons and gear that your god likes to use so that you can give them back to him when you summon him again. I think that's a fair trade, right?
If they don't believe you and ask to see the stone, what are you going to do?
I'm going to say, no, I already assessed it. You only said that I had to make a fair trade. Here's the trade.
Work. There's so many holes in this plan. It's like,
There are a lot of holes, but I don't really see any
there's
other
a lot of holes
option.
in this plan. It's like the cheese from back home.
I mean, we could very definitely use not having more enemies.
And lying to them is not going to make things better for us, Quirk. I'm just saying.
I'm not lying to them.
Ah, this is going to end so horribly.
I mean, you're lying
we
by
should
omission.
probably
So.
get Ven back first. That, you know, it's not like we can get outside help. A, because you said that we couldn't leave here, and B, because we don't actually have people to help us on the outside.
Technically, I'm the only one bound by this agreement.
Wait, you want to split us all up? That is a terrible idea. I'm not going to leave you here on your own.
I would much prefer it if everyone were to come with me and we were to talk to them and just make a show of confidence and ability. It goes a long way, you know, when dealing with the plane of fire. I've been taught this for my whole life.
This is all good and well, but we are not from the plane of fire, and you know, it's just, I don't know that they're not totally just gonna wipe our butts.
They might try, but I mean, we just put down their god fairly easily. I don't think that their clerics are going to be much of a problem for us.
You're a ridiculous, Quirk. You want to do this? Fine.
I feel like this is sadly our best bet right now.
Whose side are you on, Luke?
I'm on my own damn side, thank you very much.
There will be passage in Neverwinter. We need to go to the city.
At least we're on the same page about something. Okay. So, I'm going to do private message Quirk for a sec.
Okay.
Check your TeamSpeak private messages, please.
How fast do we need to be to Neverwinter for this passage?
The sooner the better. Ben might not have much time. We might not have much time.
What if you guys support Quirk and I'll go on my own back to the city? I'll just be a runner. I'll figure out who to ask for help. I'll do it really quick. I'll find someone who knows about plane shift
I will go
and
with you.
Nine Hells. My plan is to go to a temple of Saloon, maybe, whatever temple will actually listen to me, and see if they have any idea how to deal with all of them. I can get there quickly. I'm, short halfling legs. I can do it. And if anything goes south with Cork for whatever reason, at least he'll have backup. I can handle myself.
And what if Saloon can't help us? What if they don't know?
Well, you know what? It's worth a shot, okay? This is the closest thing to an ally I've got. And if you can talk to your patron, I can make this work too. I haven't. Just let me try at least, okay?
Alright, what's the plan then? Do we come for you after our business is done here? Do we wait here? Can you navigate the forest on your own?
Okay, well, it's the likelihood that if we're going to find Ven, that we're going. Actually, would it matter where we plane shift? I don't know. I don't have the answers for that.
Plane shift won't matter where we come from.
I'm just wondering if Ven if. Okay, so
Melina,
okay.
you said that we've already got passage booked?
We'll find it there. There is someone in Neverwinter that can help us somehow. I don't have the answer. I have an answer.
Okay, so you guys can help Cork just in case things go south. And I'll go and get a head start because it's gonna take some time.
Tiger, I
What?
know we have our differences, and I understand you don't like me very much. That's okay. I don't feel like it's safe for you to go out there alone. Cross the mountains alone, to cross the forest alone. We should stick together. That is our strength. If you wish to go, of course, go. I'm not going to stop you. I just think you should think it through first.
One
You
thing
are
that I think would be...
You're very strong. I give you that. You are so strong. Don't let your impulse be your...
I have a suggestion.
What's that?
Since you found the other exit, you could go out through that way and we can go out through this way, and then you can come around and flank if things go badly. And then you can just wait for us at the top and we'll meet you.
From my impeccable sense of direction, which apparently is a thing now, do I know if eventually it'll lead to the place that they need, or that Quirk needs to be? Like, if it just curves around? Maybe.
It would take some navigation, but yes, it will eventually lead back out to that main hallway where you guys initially were with all of the other rooms. You remember seeing a panel like this on one of the walls where you found the secret door. You remember seeing a panel that looked like that out in that hallway.
I pull out a bottle and I look at it. And I say, I wonder how many doors I'll need to open This will only allow me to open like 3, maybe. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. I'll go with you guys. We'll just backtrack the way we came from. But I have noted where that door is, just in case.
So I guess we're headed to try to make a trade.
Okay. Yes, Amber, you are Fred in this analogy because you've got that damn sexy ascot.
All right.
All
Does that
right,
mean
guys.
I can build traps?
So I think that's where we're going to end it here for the night. Great game, everybody.
Akiva's in panic mode again.
Akiva's in panic mode, but he will be delivered. Hopefully. I've set the ball rolling with Melina a little bit. And, I am sitting back here grinning like a mad fool because this has gone far better than I could have ever written it to go.
Now, interestingly, I might not be here for the next game, and I might actually have to be off for a little while. So, don't know how that's going to work out.
We'll figure out a way. We'll figure out a
Okay.
way. If all else fails, Alex, what I would like you to do is give me kind of a rundown of what Quirk would be doing throughout this time, so that I can kind of, if this happens, then this.
Yeah.
Flowchart. Quirk
So he's
flowchart.
definitely making a power play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, if all else fails, I could play Quirk.
Yeah, but there's some things that you don't know about.
I was trying to get a reaction. It didn't work. You suck.
There's some things that last game was great for me because you guys created inter-party conflict.
Yep.
Alex made me
What
do
is
it.
that, like
And
ice
I'm
cream
eating
for the
it
DM?
up. What was that?
Is that like ice cream for the DM?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ice
I'm loving
cream.
it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Ice cream on top of a hot fudge brownie.
Yes. Yes. Or apple pie a la mode. Same difference. All right, guys. Anyway, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get Critical Role hosted up here. Thanks for joining us. Hope you had fun as much as I had fun. I hope my players had fun. Players, did you have fun?
Absolutely.
Yep.
All
Much fun
right.
as one can have unconscious.
As much fun as one can have under an evil DM. Yes, I know. Have a good night, you guys. We will see you back next week at the same Desert Winds time, at the same Desert Winds channel. Let's go!
Our DM's a
May
thief.
all your hits be crits.
May all your hits be
Talia
crits.
forgot again.
Yes. May all your hits be crits.
Good night, guys.